When you think of remote frozen places, you might imagine Antarctica or Alaska. But hidden in the Arctic Ocean is Svalbard, an isolated land with unique laws, like banning births and burials during the dark winter months. Beneath its ice lies the Doomsday Vault, safeguarding life on Earth. Why do people live here, and what makes this place so mysterious? Join Fledgling Eagle as we explore Svalbard's secrets. Svalbard, a remote Arctic archipelago. Svalbard, a remote archipelago situated between Norway and the North Pole, is one of the most isolated places on Earth. Covering over 23,000 square miles, this frozen land is dominated by glaciers, frozen fjords, and towering snow-capped mountains. With winter temperatures often plunging below -20 degrees Celsius, the region is a harsh, yet awe-inspiring white wilderness. Its extreme isolation only adds to its allure. There are no roads connecting Svalbard to mainland Norway, and the island's settlements are cut off from each other. Travel is possible only by air or sea. Longyearbyen, the largest town on the island of Spitsbergen, is accessible by flights from Oslo or Tromsø. During the summer, expedition cruises navigate through icy waters, offering travelers a rare chance to witness towering icebergs and spot wildlife, including polar bears. These cruises often provide an opportunity to explore areas that are otherwise inaccessible. Once on the islands, transportation between settlements is limited to snowmobiles, small boats, or planes, emphasizing the archipelago's rugged and remote nature. Despite its challenging environment, Svalbard is a place of stunning natural beauty, with its vast icy landscapes reflecting the raw power of the Arctic. This captivating region attracts adventurers, scientists, and nature enthusiasts, all drawn to its untouched wilderness and its unique role in the study of climate change and Arctic ecosystems. Extreme climate, polar night, and midnight sun. Svalbard's climate is defined by two dramatic and contrasting natural phenomena, the polar night and the midnight sun. From November to February, the archipelago experiences the polar night, a period of continuous darkness lasting several months. During this time, the sun does not rise above the horizon, creating a surreal environment of perpetual twilight, broken only by the occasional display of the northern lights. This prolonged absence of daylight can be mentally and physically challenging, requiring significant adaptation and resilience from those who live there. On the flip side, from May to August, Svalbard enjoys the midnight sun, where the sun never sets. For several weeks, the sky remains bright around the clock, casting a unique light on the landscape. While this constant daylight can disrupt sleep patterns, it also creates an exciting and energetic atmosphere. The streets of Longyearbyen and other settlements remain busy, with people taking full advantage of the non-stop daylight for outdoor activities, whether it's hiking, kayaking, or simply enjoying the open air. The midnight sun fosters a sense of celebration, as the long days symbolize the end of the harsh winter and the arrival of warmer months. These extreme shifts in daylight have a profound impact on life in Svalbard, shaping the rhythms of daily activities and the way residents cope with the island's challenging environment. No births or burials, a harsh reality. Svalbard's extreme Arctic environment brings with it unique practices, particularly when it comes to birth and burial. Due to the island's harsh conditions and limited medical facilities, neither births nor burials are allowed on the archipelago. Longyearbyen, the main settlement, has a small medical clinic capable of handling minor injuries and common illnesses, but it lacks the resources for childbirth or advanced care for the seriously ill. Expectant mothers are required to leave Svalbard several weeks before their due date to give birth on the mainland, and residents in need of urgent medical treatment are flown to Norway for care. Additionally, Svalbard's permafrost, which freezes the ground year-round, makes traditional burials impossible. Bodies do not decompose in the frozen soil, which can result in the preservation of viruses and pathogens, such as the Spanish flu, which has been found in grave sites in the region. This has led to a ban on burials within Svalbard, with funerals and memorials typically taking place off the islands. This unusual reality underscores the adaptability and resilience required of Svalbard's residents as they navigate the challenges posed by one of the most extreme environments on Earth. The Doomsday Vault, a lifeline for humanity. Beneath the frozen surface of Svalbard lies one of the world's most important safety nets for global food security, the Global Seed Vault, often referred to as the Doomsday Vault. This facility, located inside a mountain 130 meters above sea level, houses over 1 million seed samples from nearly every country, preserving a diverse range of crops, from essential staples like wheat, rice, and maize to more rare and endangered varieties. Its primary mission is to safeguard biodiversity and ensure that humanity can rebuild agricultural systems in the event of a global crisis, whether caused by climate change, war, or natural disasters. Designed to withstand rising sea levels, earthquakes, and extreme temperature shifts, the vault takes advantage of Svalbard's natural permafrost to keep the seeds frozen without requiring external power. The interior is maintained at a constant -18 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Fahrenheit, creating an optimal environment for long-term preservation. Operated by the Norwegian government in collaboration with the Nordic Genetic Resource Center and the Crop Trust, the Doomsday Vault plays a crucial role in mitigating the risks of food insecurity and protecting global agricultural diversity, making it a vital asset in the fight against future crises. The Polar Bear Paradox: Coexistence with Giants. Svalbard is home to approximately 3,000 polar bears, often considered the majestic kings of the Arctic. These incredible creatures primarily hunt seals on the sea ice, roaming vast expanses of frozen wilderness. While sightings of polar bears are infrequent, when they do occur, they can be dangerous due to the bear's size, strength, and predatory instincts. As a result, strict safety measures are in place to minimize the risk of encounters. Anyone venturing beyond settlements is required to carry firearms for self-defense, ensuring protection should a bear approach. However, hunting or killing polar bears is strictly prohibited, and the use of lethal force is only allowed in cases of immediate self-defense, with all incidents subject to thorough investigation. Svalbard's wildlife protection laws, established under the 1973 International Arctic Wildlife Agreement, reflect a commitment to preserving both the polar bears and the delicate environment they inhabit. The region's strict regulations aim to maintain a balance between protecting these iconic animals and safeguarding human safety. Visitors to Svalbard must undergo mandatory gun handling courses and training in non-lethal deterrence techniques, such as using flares or noise devices to scare off polar bears without causing harm. These laws underscore the fragile relationship between humans and wildlife in the Arctic, where survival depends on respecting the natural world while navigating the challenges posed by such powerful and unpredictable creatures. Svalbard's fascinating history and governance. Svalbard's history dates back centuries, with the archipelago first mentioned in Icelandic sagas from the 10th and 11th centuries. These early records suggest that Norsemen were aware of the islands, though they likely didn't settle there. The archipelago was officially documented by Dutch explorer Willem Barents in 1596, who named the largest island Spitsbergen due to its distinctive, jagged peaks. Over the following centuries, various European nations, particularly the Netherlands and England, established temporary bases on Svalbard for whaling and exploration. These activities led to territorial disputes as different countries vied for control of the rich natural resources found in the region. The status of Svalbard was solidified in 1920 with the signing of the Svalbard Treaty, which granted Norway sovereignty over the islands. However, the treaty included an important stipulation. The archipelago's economic resources must remain accessible to all signatory nations, and military activity is strictly prohibited. This unique arrangement has helped maintain Svalbard's peaceful status for more than a century. Today, The islands are devoid of any military presence, and governance is overseen by a small police force, ensuring that the region remains a place of scientific research, tourism, and environmental protection rather than conflict. The governance structure reflects a delicate balance between national sovereignty and international cooperation, making Svalbard an intriguing model for peaceful coexistence in the Arctic. A remote community built on trust. Life in Svalbard demands resilience and adaptability, especially in its northernmost settlement, Longyearbyen, where roughly 2,500 people from over 50 different nationalities live. As the world's northernmost town, Longyearbyen is a place where daily life is shaped by the extreme environment. Residents work in a variety of fields, including scientific research, coal mining, and tourism. While coal mining has significantly declined in recent years, it has left a lasting legacy, and visitors continue to come to Svalbard to explore its glaciers, unique wildlife, and the stunning northern lights. Despite its isolation, life in Longyearbyen is deeply rooted in a strong sense of community and mutual support. The harsh Arctic conditions often require neighbors to rely on one another, whether it's during fierce storms, responding to polar bear sightings, or ensuring each other's safety during the long, dark winters. This tight-knit environment fosters trust, which is a cornerstone of daily life. Crime is exceptionally rare, and one of the unique traditions of Longyearbyen is the practice of leaving doors unlocked, a symbol of the community's collective reliance on one another. This openness allows people to quickly seek shelter in emergencies, further strengthening the bonds that hold the town together in one of the most extreme places on Earth. The sense of camaraderie and the need for cooperation are essential to surviving and thriving in such a remote and challenging environment, where every day is a testament to the resilience and trust of its people. Economic transition from mining to science and tourism. Svalbard's economy has undergone a significant transformation in recent decades, shifting from its historical reliance on coal mining to a focus on scientific research and tourism. Coal mining, once the cornerstone of the archipelago's economy, has steadily declined, leading to a diversification of industries. Today, the island's economy is increasingly driven by its role as a hub for Arctic research and a popular tourist destination. The University Center in Svalbard, UNIS, established in 1993, plays a key role in advancing Arctic studies. It is one of the world's leading institutions for research on polar climates, ecosystems, and geophysics. Svalbard also hosts several other research facilities, such as the SPO Integrated Arctic Earth Observing System, which provides invaluable data for climate change research and environmental monitoring. These scientific endeavors are crucial in understanding the impact of climate change on the Arctic and beyond. Tourism has become another vital pillar of the economy, with over 100,000 visitors arriving annually to experience the unique beauty of the region. Travelers flock to Svalbard to witness its pristine wilderness, including glaciers, rugged mountains, and diverse wildlife, as well as to catch a glimpse of the northern lights. Tourism has not only provided economic benefits, but has also raised global awareness about the importance of preserving this fragile environment. The shift from mining to science and tourism highlights Svalbard's adaptability and its growing role as a center for global environmental research and sustainable travel. The Aurora Borealis, a magical Arctic spectacle. Svalbard is one of the best places in the world to experience the mesmerizing beauty of the Aurora Borealis, or Northern Lights, especially during the polar night. From November to February, the archipelago is bathed in complete darkness, providing optimal conditions for viewing this breathtaking natural light show. Located within the auroral oval, an area where the aurora is most active, Svalbard's remote position in the Arctic makes it a prime spot for witnessing the lights in their full glory. The Aurora Borealis occurs when solar particles collide with Earth's atmospheric gases, producing brilliant colors in the sky. These interactions create a stunning display of green, pink, purple, and red hues, dancing across the night sky in ever-changing patterns. The stark contrast of the bright auroras against Svalbard's snow-covered landscapes makes the experience even more magical, as the lights seem to bring the frozen wilderness to life. For many, witnessing the northern lights in such an extreme and remote environment is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, drawing travelers from around the world to Svalbard each winter. Adapting to extreme isolation, transportation and survival. Svalbard's lack of traditional roads presents a significant challenge for both residents and visitors. The island's extreme isolation means that conventional forms of transport are largely impractical, so people must rely on alternative methods to get around the archipelago. Snowmobiles, for example, are the primary mode of transport during the long Arctic winters, with over 4,000 snowmobiles registered on the islands, outnumbering the human population. They are essential for traveling between settlements, conducting research, and carrying out daily tasks in the snow-covered landscape. In addition to snowmobiles, dog sleds are sometimes used for shorter trips, maintaining a connection to traditional Arctic travel methods. For longer distances or during emergencies, small planes and helicopters provide critical transportation links between settlements, particularly for medical evacuations or research expeditions. In the summer months, boats and ferries take over as the primary means of travel, allowing people to navigate the island's waterways and reach more remote areas that become accessible once the ice thaws. Despite these transportation challenges, Svalbard offers a unique visa-free opportunity for people from nearly any country to live and work, a benefit granted by the Svalbard Treaty of 1920. This openness has attracted a diverse population, including scientists, adventurers, and entrepreneurs. However, the absence of social welfare programs means that residents must be entirely self-sufficient, relying on their own resources and resilience to survive in one of the most remote and extreme environments on Earth. Climate change, a warning from the Arctic. Svalbard has become a stark symbol of the rapid impacts of climate change. Since the 1970s, the archipelago's average temperature has increased by 4 degrees Celsius, 7 times the global average, and projections indicate it could rise even further by the end of the century. This warming trend has led to dramatic changes in the region's environment. Glaciers, which have long been a defining feature of Svalbard, are retreating at an alarming rate. In addition, the thawing of permafrost, which has remained frozen for millennia, is now releasing methane, a potent greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere, accelerating the warming process. These environmental shifts are disrupting local ecosystems in profound ways. For example, polar bears, which depend on sea ice to hunt for seals, are being forced to move further north in search of stable ice. Meanwhile, southern species that typically thrive in warmer climates are migrating into the Arctic, leading to an imbalance in the region's delicate ecosystems. Svalbard is often referred to as a canary in the coal mine for climate change, a vulnerable region where the effects of global warming are felt more acutely than in many other parts of the world. The rapid changes in Svalbard serve as a stark reminder of the urgency to address global environmental challenges. As the Arctic warms faster than any other region on Earth, the changes occurring in Svalbard provide a window into the future of the planet, highlighting the need for immediate action to mitigate the impacts of climate change and protect vulnerable ecosystems. Svalbard's stark beauty and unique lifestyle make it one of the most fascinating places on Earth. Would you visit to explore its abandoned towns, see the northern lights, or learn about the Doomsday Vault? Share your thoughts in the comments.